Well, I'm Russ McDougall. I'm a Roman Catholic priest. I was ordained in the early 90s in Nairobi, Kenya. I've served in Nairobi in a parish. I've taught in a Catholic seminary in Uganda, where I was also the dean. And for the last year and a half, I've been the director of the Tantur Ecumenical Institute here in Jerusalem, which is an institute that was founded after the Second Vatican Council in the light of the desire of different church leaders to have a place here in Jerusalem where Christians could explore the questions that have divided us for centuries, and to try to, through scholarship, study, prayer together, living together, build closer communion among Christians. So that's the basic mission of Tantur. But of course, being here in Jerusalem as well, it's also been important to engage the Jewish community and the Muslim community in dialogue as well. So interfaith dialogue has also been an important part of who we are from the very beginning. I would say that we were not very progressive in dealing with that. I did preside over a review of the curriculum and initiate some changes in the curriculum, but we were talking about that in our smaller group today, the challenges of trying to bring new subject areas into the curriculum, because every faculty member tends to feel that their own area of study is, needs to be explored in more depth. And so whether you're talking about Bible or social ethics, personal ethics, ecclesiology, the study of the church, church history, everyone always feels that their own subject needs greater attention in their curriculum, and there's always jockeying around to have more courses devoted to this or that. So it's hard to bring in something that would be specific to sustainable development. We can include ecology as part of other subject areas like social ethics, and it does get included in that. But other than having a relatively brief mention as part of a broader curriculum, I'm afraid that at least when I was dean in Uganda, we didn't go very far in that. Suddenly, it's chic in the Vatican to, not live as ostentatiously as some of the princes of the church have tended to do in the past. To see the Pope shun the papal apartments, for instance, and to choose to live in the guest house that brings people to the Vatican from all over the world, it has an effect, because people see that he not only talks the talk, but he walks the talk as well. So that's what I think will, in the end, move people to start bringing about the more institutional kinds of changes that are needed to introduce this as a more integral part of the curriculum. If they actually see people whom we regard as holy, people who have important positions in the church, but who live lives of simplicity, are seeking after holiness. Ultimately, people seek to follow a way, not just a message. So I think that's what will make the difference. Seeing someone like the Pope, someone of his integrity, really making this a central part of his articulation of the gospel message, I think will make a difference. I think it was a good beginning and a promising start. I mean, it there are a fair number of theological schools and seminaries here in Jerusalem, so I would have liked to have seen more involvement of some of the leaders of those seminaries. But I mean, I think you always start from those who are interested and who show up. And I think we had representatives of a number of good institutions here in Jerusalem, and I think it was a good beginning, and just being able to have the interaction with one another, exchange contact information too. I mean, just in the conversations we had over break and over lunch, I've already started to make some appointments with some of these other local leaders of institutes here. So, there will be ways that we'll follow up with one another and with you, and look for ways to continue what we've begun, but also to broaden the conversation and invite others in.